All right, to be fair, I'm not the biggest fan of the PlayStation controller, so I'm excited to show you what I think is one of the best game controllers out right now. So the folks at Astro sent over the C40 TR game controller. It's their brand new game controller, and I have to say, man, I've been impressed using this controller. Retails for $199. Now, this is not the packaging you're seeing. This is like a special edition they sent over. I want to thank them for that. And they had a few extras there, like extra thumbsticks, low, high, medium. So I had extra ones in terms of height if I want that. I also got an extra faceplate and extra D-pad, but D-pad faces. But the controller box is really nice. It's compact. It's got like the original Astro colors in there, and of course it comes with a hard shell carrying case which houses all the things you need. It's got a Wi-Fi dongle. We'll get to that in a second. It's got a removal tool so you can customize the faceplate. You can see when you spread everything out, this is everything you have in there, and of course the few extras I have. So that's not all you do have in there, and of course a micro USB cable for this. Now the controller itself, when you feel it compared to the PlayStation 4 controller, it feels really different. It doesn't have the same style, and it has more something close to like the Pro controller on the Nintendo Switch, or even like an Xbox controller. I like the feel. As a Pro controller, it feels really nice and weighted, not too heavy, not too light. You've got, of course, all your buttons here. Everything in the front faceplate can be remapped or moved around. So you can move the position of your left or right thumbsticks, your D-pad, your buttons there. We can move the location any way you want to, which is actually pretty cool. Removing that faceplate is easy with the tool that's provided, and also it's easy to actually just pop that out. You can see there's a red line marker that says, hey, place it right there, and then you can pop up, of course, your thumbsticks and replace that. It's so easy with this stuff, I'm telling you. It is really, really easy. Now, of course, you've got your triggers. You've got your shoulders and your triggers here. Your triggers can, of course, you've got trigger locks for those as well. So you can set that and use, especially if you're using in a FPS game. If you're using a driving game, you might want to keep it there, which is fine. And then you've got remappable buttons at the very bottom of the controller, which is nice. And I like the feel because my hands don't interfere with them. And it doesn't matter if I grip in claw, or if I grip like this, or I grip like this, I still get to be able to hit those buttons anyway. Really nice design. And that faceplate though, like seriously, the red faceplate, that is pretty cool. Anyway, this thing is dope. Like when I say you can remap all the buttons, you can do that on the software. You can remap the button functionality from L1 to be X or vice versa, it doesn't matter. You can also remap your sensitivity for your thumbsticks. So you can actually have more or less pressure. So if you want to basically put less pressure but also cover more distance, you can do that, and vice versa. You can do that also with the triggers, so that when you put a trigger lock on there, if you like to do that, you can still increase the travel distance for it as well. That is pretty cool. Plus, it's got a headphone jack, a 3.5mm jack. You can connect to your Astro, say like the A40 TRs, and then get some really good audio, the same quality audio as if you were plugged in directly to the console, because it's a Wi-Fi module here. It's not Bluetooth, it's not compressed audio, it's clean all the way through. Plus you can customize your EQs, your side tone, all that fun stuff, and save it on the controller. Speaking of that, the controller has two profiles we can switch through on the fly. It's saved right on the controller, so if you're playing something like Battlefield, you can switch from driving and into, say, flying an aircraft where you want it to be inverted. Boom, hit the switch, you're inverted. Doesn't matter. It's that simple, it's that easy. I really enjoyed using this controller. I think, Sam came over, he was playing, doing just some gameplay sessions, and he was playing some God of War. It felt really comfortable. That's what he said. I also really like it. It's very comfortable for me. I like the fact that I can move the buttons, and I also like the fact that it just feels solid in my hand, when I'm gaming. So that's really cool. I think a lot of gamers will like this controller. If you're a PlayStation player, you also do a lot of PC gaming, and you like to use a controller, this is probably the controller you want to go with. That Wi-Fi dongle is marvelous, lots of distance. I can't remember what they stated, but I've walked out of my apartment and still connect. Actually, we tested that out. So I think this is something that a lot of gamers will definitely like. And if you want to pick it up, use the link down below. I love this controller. Hopefully you like it too. If you have any questions or any comments about the Astro C40 TR game controller, basically tournament ready controller, let me know. Otherwise, don't forget to like and share, subscribe to the channel, and always enjoy your entertainment.